Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Shane Excessive TV, and today we have a very special Epiphone Les Paul Joe Perry Boneyard. This has to be one of the coolest finishes on a top that Gibson has ever put out. So this is a 2004 model, and it has the normal Epiphone Les Paul accoutrement. Okay, but we do have a special truss rod cover with Joe Perry's name and the Boneyard insignia on the headstock instead of the normal Les Paul. We have a mahogany back, mahogany neck. Those are going to be satin finished. This has a normal setup as far as the electronics go, except for when you put the pickup selector in the middle position, it makes those pickups out of phase. And speaking of pickups, this one is loaded with Gibson Burstbuckers. We have a Burstbucker 2 and a Burstbucker 3 in this guitar. So this thing sounds very, very good when you're plugging into an amp. For the back, nothing really special here except for the fact that this is going to be a satin finish. Okay, I love a satin finish. They feel great when you're playing them. The only issue is that they tend to shine up in the places where you touch them on the neck. But this one hasn't been played very much. It's in very, very, very good condition for its age. Again, this is a 2004, so we're talking a 20-year-old guitar basically. And we'll take a look inside, and you're going to see that we have the normal Epiphone wiring, pots, and capacitors. But because we have the Gibson pickups, we have the braided cloth 2-conductor wire that is going to be used to solder in the pickups. As far as the switch and the input jack, they are going to be like the rest of the wiring, typical Epiphone pieces. Taking a look at our pickups, like we mentioned, we have a Gibson Burstbucker number 3 in the bridge and a number 2 in the neck. And if we take a look at these routings, you can see it's a typical short tenon Epiphone neck, and it is a veneer, not a fingered maple cap. And you can really see the thickness of that veneer. If you look right here, you can see the actual veneer, the difference between that and the actual guitar top. And like usual for Les Pauls, we have a skull length of 24 3/4 inches. I'll come in on the chunkier side at 9 pounds 6.5 ounces. We have a body thickness of 1.95 inches, and of course this is a curved top, so this is one of the thinnest places on the body. A nut width of 1.69 inches, and that's going to grow to 2.03 inches at the 12th fret. We have a first fret neck depth of 0.85 inches, and that's going to grow to 0.93 inches at the 12th fret. So we're going to be somewhere between what would be considered a 50s and a 60s profile on the neck. And as we would expect, a 12-inch neck radius. And for our neck shape, at the first fret, we have a nice C shape. And then that's going to flatten out and get a little bit wider at the 12th fret, keeping pretty much the same profile, just wider. As far as pickup readings go, we have 8.37 kilo ohms in the bridge. We're going to see that drop down to 8.1 kilo ohms in the neck. And then in our phased or out of phase position in the middle, we got 4.11 kilo. Now for the out of face. I love the satin finish on the neck. I love the fact that the neck is between a 60s and a 50s, because I technically prefer a 60s, a thinner neck, than the 59, which everybody else wants, and they seem to put on most all the Epiphones, except for special edition models like this one. And the pickups in this thing, man, they are really, really good. They are super crisp, super clear. You have multiple options with the phase selector. This thing, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Since I mentioned the AFD earlier, I figured I would put them side by side so you can see the similarities and the differences. Obviously, no pick guard. Joe Perry has the thumb bleeders on your tone and volume knobs. I have taken them off of this guitar, but it did come with them. We got the amber switch tip. To me, that makes it look old, so I really like that. And just the top in general. The flame maple tops to me look great. And then when you get to see the vertical lines in that wood grain as well, that's what makes these guitars special. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one and learned some things. I know I did, because I had no idea that this had Gibson pickups in it. I just know that I had lusted after it since it came out in 2004. Alright guys, if you could give us a like and a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. Also, if you're interested in this guitar or any other guitars that you see in my videos, I have an Instagram page. It's Excessive Performance TV. That's going to be where you can get the best deals. I also have a Reverb page and a Facebook page. So if you want to go give those a like and a follow, that would be great as well. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.